Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Season 4. Today is Week 1, Game 4, where we'll see the number 3, Klub, take on the non-beaters. Now, Klub currently owned by, just a corporation, but the non-beaters being owned by Elliot Blair or Communist, or we'll just call him Elliot for now, has decided as head coach to change the color of the team. So when we get a look at the team, you'll see the different color. It's just that now that we see it as black, it's nothing new. Well, the past 3 games have been quite entertaining, as in our first game, we saw the Musical Strikers and the Crusaders turn out to be, actually, maybe not the... Let me do a quick recheck on my research. No, we saw the Cougars of Shea take on the Third Strikers, which was a nice win by the Cougars of Shea. Then we saw the Crusaders take on the Musical Strikers. The Musical Strikers able to make profit in overtime by winning 4-3. And then the Beat Tapes against Keno Records. The Beat Tapes absolutely destroyed the Keno Records, winning 7-2. Let's go ahead and see how this game is, as it's, opening week. So we'll see how this is. Klub versus the non-beaters. Klub being a ranked team, the non-beaters being net ranking at number 11. So it's the number 3 Klub taking on the net ranking number 11 non-beaters. Let's see how this match turns out. Now, you really can't doubt the non-beaters. The non-beaters have not had their best run inside the tournament, but they have been able to play pretty efficiently. They haven't had their best run in the regular season either. That ball is going to go up into the sky. And let's read off the rosters. For Klub, you have Sabretooth, Merlin, Tex, and Slider. And for the non-beaters, you have Maverick, Casper, Marley, and Cougar. Klub taking an early control of the ball, which now the non-beaters are going to take control of that ball. Speak of, trying to put up the first goal. Maverick is going to miss. I forgot to mention who won the first tip, but besides the point. Ball now in the right corner of the non-beater side. Casper going to try to do his best to send it away. Tex trying to put a stop to it. No luck. And it's now over on the Klub side once again. To be playing this kind of great defense against the number 3 ranked team so far is actually pretty impressive. Cougar tries to put up a shot. It's going to be missed. Marley comes in, and then Cougar's going to put it back. Cougar missed the shot. Marley came out of the sky trying to put that up. And then Cougar comes in and scores that at 37 kph. That was assisted by Marley at the 3:42 mark. Now 0-1. The non-beaters will take an early lead in this game against the number 3 ranked team in the KKRLA. This tip is going to be won by the non-beaters as this ball goes over to the Klub side. Casper trying to get another goal. Casper will score the second goal for the non-beaters to make this game 0-2 against Klub. Is finally Klub's postseason drought coming into effect in the regular season? Well, we can't really call that just yet, as only almost 2 minutes have been gone off the game. This ball is going to be hit into the non-beater side, making a shot lineup for Klub. Sabretooth going to put that up. Casper with a nice save. Merlin trying to put up a shot. That ball is going to go into the left corner and up into the sky. Cougar's going to hit it down into the Klub side. Merlin's going to take control of that ball to try and get it to barely make its way into that side. Merlin puts it up in the red zone. And Merlin will score, making this game 2-1 with 2:51 left on the clock. At 55 kph, Merlin does it solo, as no assist was made on that play. 2:51 left on the clock. And if you don't know what the red zone is, it's basically the place that's painted around the goal. It's a very close area to the goal. Slider now trying to put up the second goal. Maverick's going to hit it away. Tech's going to try to put it up. Tex will tie the game 2-2 with 2:45 left on the clock. Slider with the assist. That ball moves at 44 kph. Now 2:45 left on the clock as we go into the 5th tip. Let's see who wins this tip, and it will be the non-beaters getting that ball to bounce around between the floor and the ceiling. Casper puts it up in the air for a teammate to grab it. Maverick grabs it, but doesn't get the shot that he's looking for. Cougar's going to bump Slider to put that ball into the red zone, which almost perfectly lines it up for Casper. What a crazy play that would have been, but just barely missed. Cougar really tried to give that ball to Marley, but Marley just wasn't having the luck that he needed. Sabretooth puts that ball up. Can Cougar save it? No! Keena Club's going to take the lead 3-2 with 2:10 left on the clock. Sabretooth puts that up. We see Cougar doing the one thing that you shouldn't do or attempt in the KKRLA, the reverse save. Could have just simply drived into the ball. This 6th tip will be won by the Keena Club. So we almost have 2 minutes left on the clock now with Keena Club leading 3-2. But that reverse backup attempt is something you should never attempt. Not because it's hard, but because since so many people have attempted it, it's just stupid to attempt it at this point. Because that isn't, even, you probably will have a better shot at saving it if you just try to save it normally. Casper tries to put up a shot, no dice, or no luck. This ball makes its way into the non-beater's side. Slider tries to give it to a teammate by sending it up the wall, but no luck there. Cougar 50-50s with Sabretooth. Sabretooth wins that originally, but it hits against the wall, which actually kind of sends it to the Keena Club side, which will be hit down over near the goal with about 1:15 left on the clock. Slider trying to put up a shot. Casper's going to get that ball to roll into the Keena Club side. This could be a big chance for the non-beaters. Casper still rolling it down, gets it past 2 players. Marley tries to put up that shot off the side of the crossbar. Ball rolls up in there. It's in the red zone. You need to get this away. Casper going off the wall to save that. Casper with another save. What an amazing play by Casper, saving it off the wall. Sabretooth now trying to put a shot up for Keena Club. Maverick tries to send it away. Tech's going to put it up. Cougar with a nice save. You can see the non-beaters have determination to win this game as they are putting up the crazy defense that they need. But Marlon's going to hit it up in the air and make this game 4-2 with 36 seconds left on the clock. This might be the dagger, as this might end the game for the non-beaters. But let's see what they can do with 36 seconds left on the clock as Merlin shoots a shot that's at 96 kph. Now here goes the 7th tip. As now it's 4-2, 36 seconds only to prove yourself. They're going to win the tip. Sabretooth sends it over to the non-beater side. 30 seconds remain on the clock. Casper going to send it away once again. Marley gets a nice hit on that ball. Maverick going to try to send it away. It's going to be Slider putting up that one in the air almost from the corner. Now with only 10 seconds and a countdown. You can't do much here as Keena Club obviously has been showing offensive strength almost throughout this whole game. Other than at the start, it was 2-0. And that's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen, as Keena Club takes down the non-beaters 4-2. Merlin is your MVP with 333 score, 2 goals, 0 assists, 0 saves, and 2 shots. Followed along by Sabretooth with 281 score, 2 goals, 0 assists, 0 saves, and 3 shots. Followed along by Tex with 128 score, 0 goals, 1 assist, 0 saves, and 2 shots. And Slider with 118 score, 0 goals, 1 assist, 0 saves, and 3 shots. That's going to be the game. Let's go ahead and get into this after-game talk. What an impressive game by Keena Club, making the 2-0 deficit comeback a reality as they win 4-2. Basically putting a 2-0 on the non-beaters as they lead by 2 at the end of that game. Let's go ahead and review. So the Keener Club's offense obviously didn't start off as well as we thought they could at the very start. But they were able to perform later in the game. The Keener Club defense obviously started to really get it in gear when the non-beaters were trying to get the ball down there to make some miracle when it was 3-2 or even 4-2. They were obviously playing very well, not trying to give the non-beaters any chances to score. Now, the non-beaters offense played very well at the start, making this 2-0 deficit that I keep reminding you of against Keener Club a reality, as they were playing very nice at the start, but near the end it started to slow down, and that's what probably caused the 4-2 deficit, as they couldn't get any goals after that second goal near the 3:45 mark. And their defense was obviously trying to get it in gear, but they were getting it in gear way too late near the last minute, saving a whole lot of shots, but just not being able to, do what they need to do on the other end. But their defense obviously was a bit, I don't know the word, lenient on their defense, which led to Keener Club scoring those 4 goals. And that's basically all I have to say. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this. Make sure to catch me tomorrow for 2 games. Yes, we have 2 games on Friday and Saturday every week until the playoffs. Those 2 games include, and if I get a chance to look here, those games include the SKNA Records taking on the number 1 Keener Producers. Then it is the Mouses taking on the Crimson Knights. The Mouses having a new owner, and if anyone remembers the new artist that came in, Adest, or Adexptt, or Tanner Colony, I think is how you say his last name. I'm probably wrong. But he's the new owner of the Mouses, so we'll get to see how his team performs under his coaching in the offseason. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow for those 2 games. Peace.